Well, hello everybody. It's Dr. Carmen Bryant, and this is Car Chronicles. Today's Monday. I'm off. I'm packing. I'm on my way to Texas, and so I hope you guys get to enjoy your Christmas. I know I will, and of course, I'll make some videos while I'm down there so you can enjoy my family with your family. So, you guys ready? Well, let's do this. You know, when you're dealing with narcissist abuse falls under the umbrella of domestic violence. Narcissist abuse is domestic violence. It just so happened that the individual may have narcissistic traits or maybe a full-blown narcissist, has narcissistic personality disorder. There's a difference between narcissistic traits and narcissistic personality disorder. The disorder is pathological. The disorder is unchangeable. That personality disorder is unchangeable. It cannot change. It is a personality trait, a character trait, and it's permanent, a permanent character trait. And when you have narcissistic traits, meaning that it's changeable, it's flexible, it's pliable, that the person can learn, they can change, but some of those narcissistic traits can be very, very strong, but they do have empathy. And there comes a time where they have a desire to change. They grow out of those behaviors, just like young people are out there sowing their seeds or running wild or just living that, YOLO. You living their best life. Eventually it comes to a time in which they grow up and they begin to change their perspective. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I know you hate to hear this, but sometimes it's you. Sometimes they don't want you. And so everybody that you date may not be a narcissist, and I'm not saying everybody you date and then you're the problem, because of course everybody has issues. There is no such thing as a perfect relationship. But sometimes if you keep going through the same things over and over again, sometimes your picker is off, and sometimes the people that you magnetize are narcissists because you haven't taken the time to heal. But what if, sis, bro, he don't want you, she don't want you, and because a person doesn't want you or they just don't want to have anything to do with you does not mean that they're a narcissist. They may have narcissistic traits, but that doesn't mean that they are a narcissist. And then when they get with someone else, they actually change. They actually truly change, because that is the person that they desire to be with. That is the person that they want to change with. So there is a difference. And there's this fine line. And a lot of you are like, show me. I need to know exactly. I need to know. Most of us don't even know. We have to pay attention. We have to, you just can't blow off someone and say that is a narcissist sometimes. And that's why you have to be very careful when you are, quote unquote, diagnosing someone with NPD. Sometimes the people that you think have NPD don't have NPD. They have narcissistic traits, and very strong narcissistic traits. A lot of us have very strong narcissistic traits. I mean, we know how to play the game just like the narcissist knows how to play the game. And it works in your benefit, does it not? So imagine a narcissist where they created an entire facade, an entire personality. Well, they didn't create it, but an entire personality has been created to protect that vulnerable, tiny little Oz that is inside of them. Remember the Wizard of Oz? Remember when they found out, when they knocked over that whatever it was, that screen back there, the great and awful Oz, the Wizard of Oz. And he was this tiny little scared person, this tiny little man. That's just like the narcissist. They put up this big smoke screen. They put up these screens. They project themselves on these screens. They project themselves on other people. They have flying monkeys. They have, golden children and golden people. And, everything evolves around them. But the true nature of the narcissist is a very scared, low self-esteem, low self-worth having individual. They pick up on other people's personalities, and it's like Jeepers Creepers. They pick up on things that they like about other people to create a personality or a persona for themselves. But the true narcissist is a scared, tiny little Oz inside of this body that they create to be big. They make themselves bigger than life. That's where you get that grandiose from. They're bigger than life. Their personality is bigger than life. They try so hard, but that a narcissist normally suffers with depression, anxiety, PTSD. And then the thing about it is they'll use that to play on your compassion, to play on your empathy. They'll give you just enough information to cause you to be compassionate to them. They'll tell you about how they were sexually abused when they were young. They'll tell you about how they were abused, and they'll go overboard. The more they see you be really compassionate about what they're telling you, or the more they see you become really empathetic and you change your mind and, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I can take you back. They'll keep on feeding you more and more information. And you already know a truth mixed with a lie is a lie. It's not the truth. They're not telling you the entire truth. Now they're using that to pull on your empathy, to pull on your heartstrings. This is how insidious, how dark a narcissist can be. A narcissist does not care about anybody but themselves. A lot of you you won't let go of hope. You keep hoping that narcissist is going to change. 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Some of you guys been with these people so long and you have not seen them change. You've invested your heart and soul, your finances, your savings, your life savings, your investments, your retirement, everything. And now some of you are walking away from, I've lost everything. I've invested everything and I've lost everything, because they're good at what they do. They're good at love bombing you. They know, and the longer they're with you, the more they know you inside and out. Have you ever had a best friend? I have. Were you so in sync with this person that you end each other's sentences? You know exactly what that person is going to say. Some of you guys have been in a relationship, in good relationships like that, or best friends, or your sister. Some of you are twins, or your sister or your brother, where you're so close that you can end each other's sentences. You're so close where you know how the other person thinks. You've been around them long enough where I already know. Some of you, some of my friends, I know their character. So if someone tries to attack their character or say anything about them, I know them better than that, and I know that's not their character. I've been around them too long. A lot of the, my tribe that I've been around for over 17 years, up to 17 years, I've been around my tribe. It doesn't matter. We're still family, and everybody has their issues, and they may get up under your skin and get on your last nerve. But the one thing we're going to do is look out for each other. And then if anybody talks about them, we know them enough where we know their character. We know their character. We know that their heart is not like that. You know personal information about that individual. Sometimes you even know, like my sister, Bishop Kathy, we already know. You know what? We already know her and our sister, Bridget. You know what? You say something crazy, you know what? But we know each other's character. But a narcissist, so think about it, that's a healthy relationship. So think about a narcissist that's been around you for a long period of time. You don't think they know your character? You don't think they have studied your nature? You don't think that they have picked up on things about you and has used it for themselves? They go out, and that's why they have people thinking that you're crazy, because they go out and implement your personality in their life. They actually present themselves to other people as if they are you. They take upon your credit. They take credit for you. The narcissist I was with took credit for me going to college and him paying for it. That he paid for it. I paid for it. We both served in the military. Uncle Sam paid for my degree. And then when I got out, the GI Bill paid for my bill. And student loans and grants and things like that. But a narcissist will take credit for everything to make themselves look good. I just need to stop and think for a moment. But a narcissist will go out there. That's why I tell you guys, yes, a narcissist, when they connect with you, they mirror you. There's something that's called mirror neurons. Go check that out. And I'll do another video on mirror neurons, especially those like in empaths, the mirror neurons. Go check that out. But a narcissist does mirror you. But when they're first meeting you, when they first target you, they watch you enough, or they try to study you enough in order to get their foot in the door. But when they first come and they represent themselves to you and they're trying to calibrate to you, watching you enough, may say a few things, may not say a few things, but they're trying to calibrate with you, the first person that they're presenting to you is the old supply, or the supply that they're with. They take their good qualities from the old supply and implement that as a bait to pull you in. Once they pull you in, that's when they begin to mirror you. And as much as you dislike yourself, you really have to think you like yourself, because they're presenting you to you. So for those of you walking around with a low self-esteem, those of you that are hating the old supply, you actually first started liking the old supply. That's who they presented to you because they don't have their own personality. So they took the good things from an old supply and they used that as bait. They put it on a hook and they threw it out there and you bit the bait. So you like the old supply. Then they begin to mirror you. So those of you that are struggling with self-esteem and self-worth and self-love, child, they present you to you all the time. How can you hate you? They're showing you you. They're presenting you. And when they go out, they're acting like you. They take your credit. You guys get the point.